It's a podcast. Podcast episode 3. Idiots Guide to Life.
We're getting better at them.
Exceeding everybody's expectations. We're still going.
Especially our own.
They're trying to stop us.
Yeah, man. The government are after us, but they can't find our bunker.
We just won't quit. It's a podcast.
Yeah, we're if we sound a bit lethargic, it's because we are.
That's as simple as that. Is. If we sound like shit, it's because we feel like shit.
And we're pieces of shit.
Ollie went to a party last night. Me and Jack just stayed in, and then we didn't go to bed until like 2 o'clock in the morning, just because.
Yeah,
it's pretty
but
standard.
I've been
really.
ill like all week, so I've had like a shitty husky voice. So
I went to bed at 2 in the morning at 6. I got 4 hours sleep. So radical.
I was up at like 9.
Yeah,
so 7 hours. I'm trying to train my body to get up earlier though, so that
How's that going?
You know,
it's going.
It's going. It's going. So Ollie points his cock north.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this.
We're going to talk about this.
We're talking about it.
We have to talk traditionally, about it. A man points his penis down, it's more comfortable, and it goes to one side or the other, left or right. Because when you go to a fancy tailor, they will ask a man, which side do you dress, sir? And that means which side does your cock rest on? So they can just a tiny bit more space on the left leg or the right leg. Yeah. And apparently Ollie would go, which way do you dress? And he'd go, north.
North.
And add a weird little pouch.
Just on the reg, you point it north.
If I'm feeling uncomfortable, particularly in the moment, I'll pull the old guy up.
Upwards.
What's wrong with that?
It just seems wrong. Doesn't it?
It does. I mean, like, I get it, like, where I get it trapped, like, up.
Yeah.
That's always... See, mine feels weird down. Obviously, it's got to go to one side or the other.
Yeah.
At points, but then I don't know.
I just have it up.
You readjust, and that's the most comfortable position.
That's so weird, man. I don't know that I'm okay with it. The only time I've ever had my...
I don't care if you're okay with it. It's my thing. It's my...
You know, we have to vote on these things.
Yeah.
It's my existence, my experience, and I'm going to do what I want.
My shaft.
We should have an intervention for Ollie's penis.
Yeah.
Or just the penis?
Yeah, so before we go any further, it's the same 3 people returning. I'm Jack.
I'm Hal.
I'm Ollie.
All bringing the energy today.
Whoa. It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
You have to be depressed.
It's
slightly on a
day.
Good thing we're doing this exclusively on Sundays.
I know. Why do we choose to do this on Sundays?
It's like the only day off we have. Like Saturday is like, fuck it, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
And then Sunday is like, we have to do something.
Yeah.
Something semi-productive.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not having churches anymore, so I have to do this instead.
This is how we pray. I guess actually we should preface with at the beginning of this week we had the Las Vegas shootings. We're not going to talk about that on the podcast because who gives a shit what 3 British guys think about these political affairs.
That's true.
We will just send our condolences out. There are so many GoFundMe pages that you can go to help out if you want to. We're not going to talk about it or give our opinion on anything because it's a little bit insensitive. We don't think that that's really...
I mean, I really want to, but I'm holding it back.
Yeah, we're not going to do that because that's...
We had to drug him up for him to say that.
Yeah. So we're not going to talk about it. So we're just going to move swiftly on. So you went to a party last night which you dressed up as a lady.
Yeah, actually, I dressed as a little whole.
Wow.
Is the more accurate description.
Wow.
It was a cross-dress party we do on every year on the acting course. And I got my crop top and shorts out. And
Which way was your dick pointed?
God, I don't fucking know. Far too tight to tell. Oh wow.
Wow, we're name dropping too, apparently.
Oh, so for all of our one listener.
Well, I mean, if this ever comes back to anything,
exactly.
Now that was really fucking dumb. Well, we got 3 episodes in, everybody. We're stopping now. We ended it now. Jesus Christ.
Editing that bit out.
Fair.
I'm going to explain
it's
afterwards
live.
what happened. Yeah, but after the fact. No one's listening right now. It's fine.
No one's listening right now.
I'm such a douche.
Fucking idiot.
Fuck's sake.
You were the one who were like, let's not name drop in episode 1. You
Yeah,
were like,
'cause you
okay,
name dropped me.
we can talk about personal lives, but let's not name drop anything. If we have a problem with anyone, let's not do that.
We're not doing these live anymore.
We're not doing it live.
doing it live anymore.
That's it. We're regressing. There we go.
Fuck's sake.
You've ruined everything. So Ollie, you dressed in drag,
I
huh?
did that.
Was it a good time?
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. I got my legs out for the guys.
Yeah.
Seriously, walking down, I can't remember which road it is.
You walked down the town.
Just
into
very,
town.
very lit road, lots of shops, lots of scary men.
Really?
Oh, it was.
Did you feel like prey?
a little bit?
Oh God.
Why do women dress like that?
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, you
Starting
said
this
the
one
word.
off a screamer.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we got loads of honks, we got loads of whistles, got loads of hey ladies.
Really?
Yeah, you know, we were in character. We
Played it up.
yeah,
Played it up. You got your boobies out.
yeah, we got a little jiggle.
Nice.
Got a testicle out. Hello. Showed a bit of ball cleavage.
Yeah. When you say short shorts, are we talking like showing the
Yeah.
bottom of your bum?
Not quite,
So, but nearly there.
because if I pulled it any further up,
Yeah.
I got a big old camel toe.
Oh.
it's not
so it's a
great.
mammal
Moose-
toe.
Mammal
Moose
toe.
knuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
bad.
God.
So I won't be doing that again.
No,
Not with that outfit.
not with that outfit.
Oh yeah.
I'd want to go.
So
Marilyn
the last time I
Monroe
went, I was handed a play suit because
Mhm.
the last cross-dress party, me and Ollie went, but we didn't go in any women's clothes, and so we got
We didn't.
forced into women's clothes.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
I
as
was
weird
wearing
as it
this
sounds.
play suit, which was flossing my nuts. Yeah.
Flossing my nuts. Ew. That's so bad.
Mm.
I've never dressed in drag. I fully
Never?
intended on going to the party last night, but I'm just so fucking ill that I couldn't bring myself to go outside. Like I was gonna go out with our other housemate when Kelsey went. I was gonna go with like her and her group, but they'd already left before I realised. So I was like, "What time are you going?" And they were like, "Oh, we're just leaving the party now." I was like, "Ah, okay, all right, never mind."
That's fine.
All right, that's
I
cool.
guess-
We'll just stay in and get drunk instead.
Fucking first years.
Yeah, which was it was an all right night. Did you just fucking drop a pic next to the mic? What the fuck is wrong with you today? Jesus Christ! It's a fucking animal.
I'm taking my pill.
Jesus Christ! Holy crap! You're the worst.
I know.
This is a bad podcast. We've regressed.
Anyway, to continue the wearing women's clothes and stuff, I've taken to starting to paint my nails.
You have.
Yeah, and I enjoy it because yesterday we and a couple of people were in a shopping centre and we were like,
Oh, so that he won't name drop. He just calls it a shopping centre. Like, oh, I don't want to give away our locale.
we're in a bunker.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and I was walking around. I was like, you know what? I want to paint my nails. I got some lovely silver nail varnish and some red stuff because it's buy one get one half price.
Love it.
Boots. Yeah.
Sponsorship.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Other-
Just trying to get a sponsor.
Other places are available. And, yeah, and then I get home and both Jack and Ollie are like, "Can I use it?" I'm like, "No, it's
He
expensive."
fucking wouldn't let me use his nail polish.
And to look good for the
Because
party.
you wanted to use the silver stuff, and the silver stuff was when I wanted. I got the red stuff just because.
Yeah, I ended up using the red stuff and then immediately taking it off because it looked like
Because you let
garbage.
5 different people paint his nails.
Yeah,
So,
I had
yeah.
like 3 glasses of rum and coke, and I was like, "Go paint my nails." This morning,
It was so
bad.
wild around here.
Woo! Yeah,
Yeah.
It was one of them was so bad, like it was applied so thickly that like as I tried to like pull it away, it just peeled off like a layer of
Dead
paint.
skin.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pull
it just came away. It was not good.
Well, I've still got makeup smeared across my eyes.
You have.
So,
This is a grubby, dirty podcast.
Yeah,
I don't feel good about myself.
No.
I never do, but like especially now. It's the
Ollie
low-
was asleep an hour ago. By the
Yeah,
way.
we
No,
had
I
to
was-
wake him up and be like, "Podcast's in an hour."
He's like, okay, let's have my morning wank and get to it.
Ew. So I have a story to tell you about. I wanted to tell you all week.
Go
and
on.
we were
You're
in,
saving this up.
we were in uni, and I think I was telling either Hal or I was telling someone else, and then you were like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I'll tell you on the podcast."
I
I'll tell
remember
you
that.
on
I
the
remember
podcast.
that. Okay.
So McDonald's breakfast finishes at 10:30 in McDonald's,
Here we go.
and
What, not in Burger King?
not in Bubba King.
Bubba King. Welcome to Bubba King. May I take an order, please?
Oh my god!
Look, if you assign a nationality on that accent, that's your fault.
That's
not
on you.
mine.
Oh boy! So Burger King is
Bubba
a
King.
place. So anyway,
Shit,
yeah.
I'm gonna Burger King.
breakfast finishes at like 10:30. I wanted a McDonald's breakfast, so I got there at 10:30. Like they're literally flipping the signs.
Oh.
So I was like, oh fuck, they might have like 1 or 2 burgers
Bits
left.
left,
Yeah. So there was a queue as well to speak to the guy. So I was like, this isn't gonna happen. This is bad. So I get up to the thing and I'm like, hi buddy, I don't suppose you've got any breakfast stuff left? And he looks at me and he's like, I tell you what, I'll put one more breakfast order through because I'm a sucker for a pretty face.
You just got hit on by the guy at McDonald's.
It gets better. To which I reply with something along the lines of like, oh, stop it, you, right? It's like a sort of jokey thing, but I'm also getting free McDonald's. Well, not free McDonald's. I'm also getting like late breakfast
You're getting
from
what you
it.
want.
Yeah. So I'm playing it up a little bit. So guy takes my order.
Jack's a very hetero man, very
can you
manly
tell?
all the time.
So he takes my order and then he's like, you eating it or taking out? I was like, I'll take out because I had like 2 hours before a class or something, so I wanted to come home, eat it, and come back. And he was like, but if you eat in, you can leave your number for me when you leave. And I was like, oh my god, this guy is like no holds barred.
Fucking smooth.
He's not even trying to hide it.
Surely that goes against like McDonald's code of conduct, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a thing that you can't flirt with customers. Especially like I wasn't bothered by it. I'm not intimidated by him. I wasn't put off by him. Like he was just.
Was he attractive?
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
But I mean, like I wasn't bothered by
And his
it.
full name is.
Oh my god. So anyway, so the guy is like, and I'm like, that's really funny. So I ate my breakfast in the place, like, because I didn't really know how to respond. He kind of caught me off guard, so I was like, okay, yeah. Like I did that British bumbling idiot thing where I was like, yeah, sure,
Okay.
yeah.
Food.
So I'm sat there eating my breakfast, and I'm like, I should probably give him my number, right? Because he's
he's gone through so much,
and I can't walk out the establishment like completely ghosting the guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think I have to leave him my number. So I write my number down on a napkin.
Is he like manipulated you into?
He's totally manipulated me into getting what he wants. I mean, I got my breakfast out of it.
You didn't have to sleep for him. But...
It gets better. No. So I leave him my number. I'm like, nice one, thanks, bye, and I like leave. And then later, we're like doing rehearsal in a studio.
Yeah.
And I get a phone call. I'm like, I don't recognize the number. I've completely forgot about this beforehand.
Oh, no.
And again, like, you know, when you're rehearsing or when you're working, you just leave your phone on the side or whatever. So I wasn't answering any texts or anything.
Yeah.
But I pick it up and the voice on the other end is like, hi, can I take your order, please? To which,
wow.
right? So,
Oh wow.
so me
I'm gonna try that one time.
being a fucking idiot, I was like, I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. Like, I completely, like, you were there. I was so confused by, like,
Jesus.
I was really confused. So he was like, oh, no, it's the guy from McDonald's.
Oh,
and I was like,
shit.
oh, right. Oh, hi, how are you? Hi. And he's like, no, good. I was like, right, I can't speak right now. I'm a little bit busy. I'll call you back later. He's like, okay, boop. So he'd text me in that time anyway. So I come home and he'd text me. And I was like, oh, sorry, I was busy all day. I then proceeded to have what was the most self-deprecating conversation of my life. It was so bad from his side.
What happened?
So he takes me, right, and like the second message in, I put I just want to preface, I'm not looking for anything. All that shit. I'm like I'm not looking for anything. I'm in my third year. I don't want anything like that. Like just basically I'm not interested. And he's like, "Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it." So I'm like, "Okay, cool. This is going to be casual." It's not because because he asks me, he's like, so what's your name? All that shit. And I'm like, so and stuff. Yeah, he goes for the full like ASL thing, like AIDS certification. So he puts, right, and I won't give you his name, but he's like, I'm blank, I'm 20, and I'm just a disappointment. And I'm like, you've opened with that?
What do you say to that?
Right? So again, I was like,
yes, you are. End of conversation.
So I was like, I don't believe that for a second, haha. Like trying to make it like, yeah, like trying to make a light of the situation. And he's like, if you get to know me, you'd understand. And I'm like, oh God, what do I do with this?
Okay, then I don't want to know you.
Exactly.
Really
Like,
serious, really fast.
straight away, like as soon, like 4 messages in, that's what he goes with. And he's like, he keeps going as well. Like, you know the meme where he's like, I have osteoporosis. Right. So he's put that in text form.
Depression.
He literally put, I have crippling depression, smiley face. And I'm like, I don't know how to deal with this.
I am not trained.
I
for
wasn't.
this.
I just wanted breakfast. I just wanted breakfast, and this guy. Oh, it's bad.
Moral of the story: don't eat at McDonald's.
Don't give your number out for food. Is the moral of the story?
So you can just be like, sorry, I'm not interested.
Yeah. So I should have done that earlier in the process.
Yeah,
I get
like
that.
when he asked you for your number.
So I should have done that. But again, I wanted food. I was a bit off guard. There were people behind me, so I didn't want to cause a scene and like upset him in person. So it was really bad. And he's like, he keeps going. So it's like, I need cheering up. And I'm like, oh, that sucks.
That's fishing for a dick pic.
I was
Yeah.
trying so hard to get out of the conversation for like 20 minutes.
And
Like,
he's just not picking up the signs.
no, because I keep not giving him stuff to bounce off to get
Yeah,
a
but he
conversation.
keeps making stuff.
He keeps shoehorning conversations in there. Like, oh, it's bad. Like, I keep like nice. Like, exactly. Like, good. Like,
One word answers.
I am. I'm like, take the
This
hint.
guy's voice okay.
It's really like, yeah. Oh, it was bad.
Sad. Wow.
Yeah, so that was really awkward and uncomfortable. So, don't give your number out for food.
Yeah, do you have a new respect for women now?
I do. I felt really like, okay, this is how I look to so many women. So what are you doing? Like, I'm trying to sleep. I like sleep.
What if I was there?
Yeah,
Kick
I
you
would.
out,
I
you
would
weirdo.
fucking yeah. I'd ask you how you got in my house. It was bad. It was bad.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was really awkward.
Don't give your number out for food.
Not in McDonald's. Don't do it.
Especially McDonald's.
I
Especially.
mean, really, who asks for numbers anymore? Just like add me on Facebook. Like that's,
Yeah, but then I would have had to have given him my full name as well.
yeah.
So that would have been worse.
That would have been
So because I was thinking about that, I was literally like, I thought that through. I was like, oh, asking for your number, that's kind of old-fashioned now, I suppose. Like, it is a bit. Then I was
bit
like,
classier actually.
yeah, what? But
Here's
like,
my address for the carrier pigeon.
yeah, I'm so glad he didn't ask me for like
Snapchat.
Facebook ad or something like that, because I would have like, I probably wouldn't have, to be fair. Like, again, like I opened with like, I'm not really looking for anything. I just wanted food.
Wanted food and maybe a friend.
And you are not a friend.
Not right now.
Yeah, so I just ghosted the guy after a while.
Oh.
I was like, if I don't text back, it's because I've fallen asleep.
Yeah.
And then I just didn't text him back because I was like,
Fell asleep for 3 years.
For
He
3
sent you like an
days.
essay, didn't he?
He did. He was like, so he got to a point where he was like, I like writing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And that was it. That's all I gave him. And he was like, here's some stuff I've written. And it was like 4 scrolls through of like some writing that he'd done. And I was like, do you know what?
Dude.
I think I'm gonna stop talking to you now. It just came on very strong.
Yeah.
That's all. And again, I prefaced with like, I didn't come out and be like, I'm not interested, but I was like, I'm not interested
Right now.
right this year. Like, I mean, I gave him all the signs. It was really...
I'm just saying that Jack cannot go in our McDonald's anymore.
No, I have to find his fucking shift rotor.
Well, there is
Can ask him.
I'll ask him.
there is another McDonald's.
There is.
So-
Yeah, we'll just have to go to that one
Yeah.
instead. I'm gonna get drunk one night,
That's
go
like
in
a-
and be
that's-
like, oh, it's you.
Just go in the toilet and
Oh, God,
Oh,
no.
God.
No, he
eat
like,
mozzarella sticks.
cry on me. It was bad.
That's intense.
Yeah. So a woman got arrested this week for trying to climb the gates at Buckingham Palace.
Fuck off.
Yeah, she got arrested.
Was that like odds on?
I don't know. I haven't looked into the story very much, but I saw the headline. I was like, nice.
How old is this woman?
I don't know. It's woman though. It's not like girl.
Yeah.
It's like woman.
It's like
So-
grown ass woman.
Old enough to know better. That's how
So I
old
want
she
to
is.
meet Philip.
Yeah.
I mean, like you see like man arrested for climbing. Like yeah, right.
Yeah, man arrested for climbing. You expect better from women. You're the sensible ones. We're the morons. You're
Is that internalized sexism? Then,
I guess it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Wow,
the
okay.
patriarchy coming in there.
I
Telling us that women have to be more sensible.
oh, we're getting political too.
I mean, I'm saying I agree
We
with
always
it.
do that. We always say don't get political every time.
Every time.
Well, it's like, okay, when I drink tonight, I'm not gonna get political. Like, I have a beer and I'm standing on a soapbox shouting at people.
Tory cunts.
Well,
Yes.
have we used a C word yet?
Yeah,
On the podcast?
definitely.
Have we?
I don't know that we have actually.
think
That might have been the
I think
first time.
First C bomb.
It might have been the
No,
first
I
cunt.
don't
We
think
never talked about that.
Never talked about cunt.
No, like using the word. If that's,
The word.
If that's acceptable.
I know. I think we did say we can use the word cunt. We just can't use the N word.
Yeah, we could.
That's true.
Well, yeah,
We can't do a PewDiePie.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, like, he can get away with it because he's like he's so deep into his career now.
Yeah, he's so
Yeah.
cushioned.
We
by
can't
his
burn a
fans.
bridge we are literally building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we haven't built
It's
yet.
like-
We've got the
It's like
blueprints.
two
That's
of,
what we've been
two of us
burning.
are up front, like nailing planks down. One's behind us pouring petrol.
It's gonna be so great.
Yeah.
Spelling it out,
Yeah.
the word out in petrol. Yeah, we can't say that. Cunt goes though.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I guess
Yeah.
now.
Now it does.
Now it does.
People have like a massive problem. It's like, oh, it's a word.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
not going
what?
to spend the next few hours trying to find the words
To
to bleep.
edit and
every
bleep.
time.
No, we're also live, so this goes straight to YouTube.
Oh, cunt.
Hey.
Heyo.
Yeah. So are you guys like royalists? Because obviously we're all British, but do you give a shit about the royal family?
I like the royal family.
They're not bad.
I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know?
I like them because I just feel like we need to get rid of them. It's like, no, we don't need to get rid of them.
Don't get rid of them because they're like our main tourist
Yeah.
attraction.
Yeah, but think about like the
Well-
money we spend on them. Like
We
it's
get
a lot
we
of
get a
money.
lot back in tourism as well.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like most people who go to England on holiday will go to London at some point and look at Buckingham Palace and the Tower
Yeah.
of London.
That's also so
Windsor
sad,
Castle,
isn't it?
yeah,
Like that's so
everything.
boring
Like they really
as a
haven't been a
holiday.
thing in like.
I've done it. Like
Yeah.
I'm, I'm not shitting on tourists because I've literally I've done that.
I hate
where
going to places and being a tourist.
Yeah, it's.
I was like
awful.
walking out, I was like, put that fucking map away right now.
we are locals.
If you get
Fucking
lost,
act
I don't
like it.
care.
It's like when I went to Italy. So I went to Juliet's balcony in Verona. So there's like a courtyard where you can like watch people on the balcony.
Sure.
So people would like not pay to go into you have to like pay to go into the mini museum.
Yeah.
It's like a,
Which is a balcony.
basically.
I felt like
There's-
a mini museum of a place that Shakespeare never went.
Yeah.
and
just
the people- and
wrote
the-
But
about.
this is the thing. Like some guy just bought that building and went. "Ooh,
This is Juliet's
we're-
balcony."
We're in Verona. How can we make money? This is Juliet's balcony.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to pay to go in, and then you can go onto the balcony and get your picture taken and everything.
So
but
dumb.
people would stand in the courtyard and take pictures of other people just to not have to pay.
Oh my god.
It's really awkward.
How much did you have to pay to get out there? Because
It's
I
like
know
s-
you did it.
It's like €6.
That's not.
It's
so
not too
bad.
bad, but there's like things to look at. There's like
Yeah.
manuscripts and stuff like that. It's quite
Manuscripts of what though? Because like you said, Shakespeare never went there. This has
No, yeah.
nothing to do with
Cool. So
Romeo
well,
and
like
Juliet.
like old Italian versions, like scripts
of Romeo and Juliet.
of Romeo and Juliet.
Right.
They had like drawings and shit like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's quite cool.
I guess.
And then there's a statue of Juliet in the courtyard, and
She's
apparently
a fictional character.
exactly, but apparently it's a thing where it's good luck if you grab her right breast and get a picture taken while
That
cupping
is-
her right breast.
She was like 13 in the play.
Exactly. How weird. So right, her right breast on the statue is just worn away.
Oh no.
Like the rest of her is like a dark aged bronze. Her tit is bright gold.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
ugh,
Oh, you get that
creepy.
like in Beth Gellet in Wales.
Yeah.
There's the dog which saved a baby or some shit like that.
That's not the story, but okay.
Or whatever, like it killed a thing, and the dog got killed because they thought the baby was dead, but it turned out it was it turned out it was like a wolf that killed it or some shit like that, and something. Yeah, and
I was not a writer
yeah,
or a storyteller.
butchered that story. But like there's like this big like bronze statue of the dog. And like the top of its head is just all really smooth.
Is that where like people
Yeah,
like,
because
worn
it's
it down?
good luck to stroke it on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, that story's actually like so fake as well. It was something that like the common Welsh people made up. Like Llywelyn, the king that is referred in the fable, he had a dog and he had a baby. And that's about as close as the story gets to the truth. And the dog is not even buried there. Like Beirdd Gelert, the name of the place, is it literally translates to Gelert's grave, which was the name of the dog. but he's not buried there. He wasn't buried there. There's no, like,
Didn't we
we've
have,
had
like,
archaeologists dig it out and be like, oh fuck, there's no dog.
Didn't we have like a fucking state funeral procession or some shit
For the
like
dog?
That? Yeah.
Probably not. Again, I think that's fake. I think that's made up.
It's all capitalism. It's just
not his grave. It's made up. And the fucking town is called Bev Gellert. It's called the grave. It's not even there. It's so fake. Like, again, that's so crazy that like someone has bought a fucking apartment in Verona and gone, Juliet's balcony.
Yeah, well, it's like in Stratford.
Yeah.
Upon Avon, like where Shakespeare is buried. The people who own the church refuse to allow the grave to be like
disturbed.
Yeah, and like removed and like to have a look at it.
Right.
And
they're like, see his bones.
Yeah, and because they're like, and because their excuse is, well,
don't disturb
it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
He's a very famous man. This is rude to his memory. But it's like, no, what you're actually worried about is that he's actually not fucking buried in there.
Yeah, and you're just claiming that he's buried there.
Ignorance is bliss.
Because people do think that his head was stolen.
Really?
His head.
Do you think they used
like
it
his skull
for Hamlet?
Like his skull or something.
That would have been wonderfully ironic.
Don't do the speech from Hamlet with the skull in your hand. Oh my god.
You could. You can.
Not right.
No, but you could. You could do any speech with a fucking
skull in your hand. You could do it with a fucking pumpkin in your hand.
Well, no. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Well, it's like because the skull that the RFC use isn't it Stanislavski's skull?
Something like that.
Is
Yeah.
it?
It's like Stanislavski's or Chekhov's skull.
I've heard that story.
So a really famous practitioner.
Yeah, who who donated it on the purpose of being used as Yorick. Yeah.
That's really cool, though.
I know, yeah.
Like, that's a good way to use your
Yeah.
body after you die. Oh, what are your guys' stances on like the opt-in, opt-out thing? Because that was a big controversy in England at the moment for for donating organs once you've died.
I mean, fuck you if you're that selfish. Like, no one can have my kidney. You're dead. You don't need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I'm perfectly happy to.
Yeah.
I get some people are like, I don't like my brother. His personal thing is he doesn't want his eyes to be donated because he's just got a weird thing about his eyes, and say because his eyes are really a really personal thing,
Right?
Because they're all
There's a striking amount of
sort of
people who
thing.
think that, though.
Yeah,
I know
like,
that there's a lot of people.
And some people are like, I don't want my brain. It's like, well, your brain doesn't get donated because no one fucking.
Because that's not how that
Not
works.
gonna do a head transplant and like.
Oh, I'm alive
Reviving.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's not how that works.
And like, just gets experimented on, and like certain religious people are like, hey, you have this amount of time to get the organs out, but once you go over that time, then you can't.
Yeah.
The religious tradition, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But like a lot of organs will go to waste because people just don't think about it.
Yeah, so this is the thing is that people, like, even my dad, because Wales actually have already implemented this, that we're an opt-out system, not an opt-in system to be donators.
Mm-hmm.
So I am an organ donor. If I die,
by default,
I can opt out. And my dad was like, well, it's just forcing you into it. It's like, it's not forcing you into it any more than the other way around is forcing you out of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
Go
if you
online,
don't
fill out
want
a
to do
form.
You
it,
feel that strongly about it.
if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. No one's gonna like. I mean, I'm gonna judge you for it because you're dead. And
Piece of shit.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit. But like, I'm of your standpoint. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm dead. And again, I get the eye thing because it's kind of creepy. But like, if you like a fucking, I don't know, like a 12-year-old boy. Like, needs
some
your
eyes.
eye.
Come
He
on.
needs your eye.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
And like I'm being cremated anyways, but it's just like it's a complete waste. It's not even like I want to have an open casket funeral. It's like no, I'm getting fucking burnt.
Getting lit, fam.
Yeah.
In the last couple days.
Cremated with a pound of fucking weed in my coffin.
Yeah. I'm just trying to imagine like if you want an open casket, but you also want to donate.
But you also want your eyes gone.
Someone's gonna have to like stuff your body with fucking.
You're just like
Oh, what would they stuff you with? What would be like the best and the
like
worst?
like
bees.
Build-A-Bear stuffing.
I really like low budget like more like morticians, like so you've got like fucking like ping pong balls for eyes, like extra gum for teeth. You got like some lunchable ham
For skin.
Because they've taken a
off.
stinger out of your face.
Yeah, and like your innards are filled with whoopee cushions. Like,
Close the casket. Goes. Nice. I like it. I really like it.
There's like those creepy shit like funeral homes that like pose people.
Yeah. Well, you
yeah.
can be embalmed and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's like people
Some
like
weird shit
American
people do.
football players like stood. Like,
yeah.
fucking,
Put in
and,
your
like,
grandkids' house.
There's this one in Mexico. This guy who was like a really hardcore gang member. He was killed in a drive-by or something like that, and his thing was like he was sat like a barca lounger, had like a fucking 40 and like a like a spliff in his hand. It was like his baseball cap and all his gear. It just like sat in his chair looking like.
That's so gross.
Like, it's fucking disgusting.
Apparently
like, that's a person.
There's a lot
family
of
dog.
maintenance that goes into embalmment as well. Like it only works for a month or so, and then you have to like re-embalm.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay.
I'm not an expert on it. I don't know.
Furious facts.
Yeah. Questionable grey facts. Yeah, because I think it was on QI that it was like you can be embalmed, but like you have to have regular touch-ups basically because your body doesn't last.
Yeah, like your entire like fluids are changed out for like fat formaldehyde, ethanol, and everything.
Like preservatives and stuff.
Yeah, and like your arsehole is plugged up with like a screw-in butt plug.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that before or after the death?
It depends.
Depends how you want to go.
Yeah. Oh.
Death by butt plug.
Oh, that's the title of the podcast right there.
Death by butt plug.
Death by butt plug. Yeah. You want to be cremated or buried or any particular way you
I
want to go?
haven't given much thought to it.
No, we're still pretty young.
I just don't want to die.
God, same.
If like people are like, oh, I'd hate to live forever, like I fucking love it.
You'd hate to what? Live forever?
No, when people are like, oh, I fucking hate to be immortal. Why?
Yeah, no.
You get to live through everything, and when you get bored, then you just fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, I'd totally be immortal in like a heartbeat. I love that shit.
Yeah. Obviously, you're gonna watch all your loved ones die.
Yeah, but after a while, like, you're gonna get new ones, and you'll eventually desensitize to that. You're like, it's just a part of my life that I love you, and then you die.
Everything I love dies.
Everything I love dies. That happens anyway. I might watch all my loved ones die anyway.
That is true.
Yeah.
So the chance of having new loved ones.
Right? So you get to do it all over again. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
You get to have multiple families. You get to go through all the time. You get to fight
You get to
robots.
see how it ends.
But then do you age?
No, because I mean, you eventually become like a fucking thing of dust.
But you're still alive.
But you don't die,
You
so
don't
it would
die.
be
I'd get to like
horrendous.
30. And
Yeah.
then I'd
Yeah, like
Switch
30,
it on.
35, and then go, ew. Right.
That's a good. You're at the peak of your.
Yeah.
Your
30's when
life.
like your body properly matures.
Yeah.
It
and,
looks
like,
hot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
You got your hot bod.
I look
Yeah.
just above average. Ooh.
Yeah, like
yeah,
if
and
we.
30's an age people take you seriously as well.
Yeah.
You don't want to spend the rest of your life at like 22 and going, shut up, you young.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't know what
You're
you're talking about.
4,000 years old.
Yeah. I've been around longer than this hovering car concept. Like, yeah. I would totally live forever because I want to know how stuff ends. I want to know the end.
I like the idea of being immortal, but like you can't die either. Like you don't need oxygen or food or anything like that. So everything's just for pure enjoyment.
Yeah.
And like the idea of just getting yourself launched into space and floating through space.
That'd be horrendously boring.
No, but like for the amount of time, cause you've done everything on Earth. You've done everything.
Okay. It's like
Everything
Earth
that
is
is to do,
finished.
yeah.
You've
Yeah,
completed Earth.
completely.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got all the
DLC's
achievements.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All
Do you
the
know what?
events,
Oh, that's
yeah.
an awesome concept actually. That like, if you got immortality, like you cannot die. Like even like being shot in the head, like
You got like
can't die.
Wolverine immortality.
What if
Yeah.
like you would get countries start bidding for you as a soldier? Like that would be a
Oh.
fantastic
Like,
concept of like you just can't die.
If a government
So
found
cool.
about you, you'd just get kidnapped by the first country that found out
That's
about
true.
you, and then
Yeah.
you'd be in a bunker for the rest of your existence.
Why would you be in a bunker? Why would they keep you in a bunker?
'Cause
Why wouldn't they utilize
Because
you?
you're too dangerous.
They keep you in a
yeah.
bunker
If
and then
you
try and
resist.
extract whatever the fuck you've got. And
That's
put it
true.
in world leaders and everything. Like imagine
Yeah.
King Jong-un knew that you had immortality.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But
fuck.
what I'm
He's
saying,
like kissing you. He's
Yeah.
like sucking on your nose. He's trying to get any like.
hey Kim, you know what? I need 20 hot ladies. I need to jizz in all of them, and then you've got to eat it out of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to watch. I have
Yeah.
to watch it
Just have
happen.
to see it.
I have to see it
Yeah.
happen. And you gotta nibble on this toe whilst it's happening.
While feeding me peanut butter cups.
I love Reese's.
No.
That bit's just for me.
Yeah, what I was saying about like being launched into space is that
Yeah.
like statistically you would land on a planet that had life.
Well, yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
you would be infinite. So,
Yeah.
like, even if Earth got destroyed and started again, eventually
Yeah.
it would have life again, and you
Yeah.
could like circle back.
That
like,
was so annoying.
can
If
you
you,
just
if
float
you're
in space and
floating
just
straight
meditate?
forward and you come back to Earth on the other side, you're like,
We don't know how space works. That might be how it
Yeah.
works. We might be on a
Space is
conveyor belt.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Space
reach
donut.
the end, it's white.
Yeah, you like bonk, like
Yeah.
you like
Truman
lightly
Show.
hit yourself
yeah.
on like a pane of glass, like dunk. Oh.
And like a person walks past, like
oh, this is the Truman Show. Okay.
you let your kick off. Okay,
I'm going back. Yeah, I'm going
Just
back. What do you do to
meditate, yeah.
pass the
I'm
time?
gonna take a book.
Take a book. Write a book.
Yeah.
Take a notepad and pen.
You've seen the heat death of the universe. What are you gonna write about?
Yeah, what are you gonna write about? You're gonna write about you. Like, I'm so great.
This
Yeah.
is my journey.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like hold on to asteroids as they go past. Right?
Fishman action.
Yeah.
And like you've been on Earth so long that you've reached like proper like nirvana zen state of meditation that you could just
I really
meditate for like 100
found
years.
myself at the end of the universe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the most pretentious shit. I found myself at the end of the universe. It sounds like a Mumford and Sons lyric.
That'd be cool as shit. Like, imagine if you
That
got,
would be great.
imagine if you landed on this planet and there was like loads of other immortal beings from every different race in the universe,
that'd be
and you were like
brilliant!
drawn together. And
Guys, we're
wow.
coming up with so many concepts for shows. It's so good that no one listens to this
I
podcast.
know. That's CRIP, you assholes.
Otherwise, some people would
In
have
like
these
6
ideas.
years, we've got 4 shows going at the same time.
Yeah,
people
all
will watch
about-
this back and be like, "Oh, there it is.
That's
That's the idea."
Yeah,
That's an idea. That would be really cool. Yeah,
that would be
'cause
awesome.
kind of like because you could have like the people who were like heralded as gods, people who were hunted, people who had no idea because they moved around so a lot. Like that.
Or
would be a
yeah,
thing
or like people who were like involved in like, so again, like maybe they were an astronaut and something went horrendously wrong and their crew died, but they were like, fuck, I'm okay. Like shit.
So right, how
I
do
guess
they
this
how
is
do they
me.
get the immortality then?
I don't know.
Is are they like born with it?
Is it like a destiny?
maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybelline.
So many sponsorships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many sponsors.
Already, episode 3 just clambering.
Oh,
forward.
it's because it's been such a huge success so
Yeah, it
far
has,
with
Yeah,
so many
we've got
responses.
Combined 7 views,
I think we maybe have 2 subscribers, maybe.
including us.
Us, yeah. Well, one of us isn't. I'm not actually
I'm
subscribed
not
to us.
either.
No.
I made the channel. I can't subscribe.
Trust me, I tried. I love that. I think it was brilliant. Oh, I would love that though. I would totally be immortal if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just so sad, and you're just boring, is what you are. You can't think hard enough.
Yeah, like you're not opening yourself up to the possibility of like infinite possibility.
It's like because the only hindrance to humans is time.
Yeah.
That's it.
So let's also think about this for a second, right? The law of infinite time means that everything happens an infinite amount of times as well. So eventually, you would loop back to those loved ones who you lost because the molecular structure of them would be remade eventually.
Yeah.
Like, you would revisit loved ones. You would re-go through time because it's infinite.
amount of
So you would
possibilities
have
happen.
to... Infinite, it would be a certainty that you would meet back up with those people. You get to do it all over again.
Yeah.
You'd be like, know how this ends, but you're really lovely, so you don't know me. But
They won't be the
4
same
million
person. They
years
won't
ago,
look the same. But probably won't have the
they
same
would
person.
literally look the same eventually.
I mean,
though.
that was
like
yeah.
you would meet infinite versions of your significant other. You would meet infinite versions of them as the other sex, as different age groups,
different
As a
different
dog.
races.
an
Yeah,
alien. Like, will you walk past a dog and they go, "Ooh, hang on."
yeah. John, he's my childhood buddy as a dog.
He's peeing on me.
Just like the old times, just like 40 billion years ago. So it goes. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, probably.
I'd do it in a
Like I
heartbeat.
was saying, like literally, like there's so much to see and do, like just on our planet alone, that you
Yeah.
can't do it all.
In 100 years.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you could become like fucking the
could
best
do so much
player
good.
of every instrument ever. You could learn fucking biochemistry and start working on a cure for cancer.
Yeah, you could do
and
so much
everything
good.
And
like
you know
that.
you'd make the best scrambled eggs.
You really
Yeah.
would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
You
jumping
finally
from-
learn how to portion pasta.
I don't know. Maybe.
Infinite amount of time, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. Maybe. So speaking of making the best stuff, I went onto like weird news stories this week, and
Okay.
a Swedish lady won a contest for best porridge in the world.
Best porridge
That's
in the world.
that's. How do you make the best porridge?
And how do you judge that?
How? What is
Yeah,
good porridge?
they didn't
Porridge
try
is
my porridge.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
yeah.
I don't fucking know.
She came for it was the 24th annual porridge
Just for,
contest.
this is just for
Porridge. It's not like food. It's porridge contest, and there were contestants from all over the world, and she won.
Was it like 3?
No, it was a lot of people, like 25 contestants from all over the world, and I don't know how they got to that stage, but they clearly.
How do you find out about that?
How do you make the best porridge? It's
This
porridge.
one's too hot.
Forward slash.
This one's too cold.
And this one's just right.
Oh my god, a bear!
Like, how do you? Porridge is so. That's like best toast. Like, how do you make the best toast?
But I still want to know, how do you find out about it? Is it fucking like /r/porridge?
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
it's got a
Yeah.
Reddit page. It's been all over.
Yeah, because then
Reddit.
like if you're adding
porridge
if you're adding
subreddit.
flavors to it,
It's not
then
porridge
it's completely
anymore.
dependent on the judge's taste.
Yeah, like I prefer
like, so
chocolate.
does everyone have to
and
use
honey.
the same oats?
So
Same
this is
sort
the
of
thing.
milk?
So that's what I mean. Like, there's only so many components to a fucking piece of porridge.
Porridge is poor people food.
Yeah. you made the best rice pudding. Like, oh, that's gross still.
Oh, well, that is the best angel delight I've ever had.
Yeah, this is the best worst
I
thing I've ever
really,
tasted.
I really need to fart.
Don't do it. Not on mic. Don't do it on mic.
I can mute.
Please don't mute it either. We can't. Not in the middle of a live fucking podcast.
We do if it's that.
I mean, that is going to stink because it did not get diffused by my butt
Brilliant.
cheeks
That's
at
great.
all.
Thank you for that, and thank you for also letting everyone know on an audio podcast that you just farted. Really, no holds barred this episode. Brilliant. Excellent.
If you can't hear me so well, it's because I moved far, far away from you.
Oh, the pop shield is melting.
Oh,
Let's talk about Theresa May.
You can go ahead.
I hate her.
Fair enough. Is that it?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
all you
it.
got? Okay. Moving on.
Swiftly.
Yeah. What? Oh, you're gonna have to give me more than that.
Oh, just like
That's
recently,
awful.
she did the Conservative Party conference, which was awful as usual.
She's not a great
She's not great
well,
anything.
person, but politician.
Yeah.
She's just fucking terrible, and like the cough, everything.
What is the cough thing? Because I don't know about.
People
this.
reckon that it wasn't like an actual cough, and that it was because she was just shitting her pants.
What do you wait? Back up. Explain even more. What are you talking about? Because I've not heard about.
Oh,
this.
I thought you'd seen the clips. Like literally
No.
the whole way through a shot, she's like, "So we are going to talk about tax refunds and healthcare."
Oh,
and like,
God.
fucking
Yeah, just
like-
blow out the mic, by the way. Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
it's fine.
Jesus.
It's great. Right. So she was coughing through her.
Yeah, the whole thing,
fingers.
and like someone, like a MP came up and gave her a strep
Really.
and like,
Just popped it in her mouth.
open wide, honey.
Yeah. He like flicked it like a penny. Like,
Mm, gross.
yeah.
And yeah, so it was just awful. Like, people reckon that she was just like shitting herself on stage because like you watch her in like Parliament and she does not look.
No.
She's not confident.
She's not accustomed to public speaking.
No,
which as an
she's
MP is fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I mean, the person that she had speak for her in the electoral debates and things like that, she was
She
really
sucked.
bad at public
Sucked.
speaking.
It's because they're conservative. Conservatives are shit at public speaking
Yeah,
because
well,
it's
they're
just a
not-
weird.
They don't think
They're
they
not-
need to relate to the people.
No.
Exactly.
They relate to the 1%. Like,
People are like, oh, there's people shouting at Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah, it's like what? Because people actually like him.
yeah.
Have you heard his?
Oh, they just like him as a person. Wow, that's awful.
Oh, that's awful.
How
God.
dare you?
How dare you like the politician?
He's not
as
even a good
person.
politician. Well, he's been a politician since '74, so
Yeah.
I think he's got the hang of it.
Yeah, he's not that bad.
Yeah. Theresa May has been a politician for 10 years.
2000, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think it's
about
like
10 years.
15.
I mean, she's been alive since 1874. So
Yeah, you know, some life experience.
She
on
is
her.
melting slowly.
She's got a terrible voice as well.
Yeah, and she's terrible at
Oh
everything.
yeah, it just makes you.
She's just
crazy.
not great.
Why aren't
really,
there
is
sexy
she?
politicians on both sides, men and women?
Men and women. We
For
need
your-
some sex appeal in
Do
the.
you know, Corbyn's
House
got
of
kind
Commons.
of an aged maturity about him.
He
It's
has.
quite
He's got
nice.
a silver fox
I'd
type.
couple
Yeah.
with Corbyn.
Couple with Corbyn. That's the title.
I've seen one of his speeches in Milton Keynes.
You went live.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was really cool. It was really
Yeah.
nice. Diane Abbott was there as well. Yeah.
Diane Abbott. Yeah, she was on Russell Howard
Yeah.
the other day.
About the
Because people
The
like,
racist
harassment,
comments and stuff, and sexist
that was
comments.
bad.
That was
really
bad.
I felt really sorry for her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
like
she got really negative press whilst Corbyn was running. They were like, if Corbyn's in, Diane Abbott needs to go.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that was about.
like she's made a few errors, which every politician has,
Sure.
and like she said stuff, like she just messed up a few maths
Statistics.
Right.
errors,
Okay.
and like people like just jumped on her back about it. It's
Right,
just
yeah.
like, okay,
Easy
let it go.
now.
She messed up a number, then corrected herself.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I
Like-
remember that actually.
Yeah, and people just gave her loads of shit. But like, I know what I just said about like how like you need to be a good public speaker to be a politician. Diane Abbott.
not a good.
Diane Abbott.
Good thing we're not a politician, eh?
I know because we're just actors, don't need to talk in that job.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, and like she's not an amazing public speaker,
No,
but
not
she's a
at
very good politician. Like if you look
Yes.
at her, like her voter like statistics, like during the last election, like she increased her majority by like 20,000 votes in a constituency.
That's really good.
Yeah, and like 'cause she's a very good politician.
Yeah.
But there's like certain people who are like, you're a shit public speaker, and a shit politician. You're
Yeah,
here just
why
because
are
your
you
dad's
here?
rich.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, or you have like
Yeah.
a PhD in like
Kind of all you got going for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
like political science.
Also, people still like politicians. Like it was fucking. I think it was Gove or someone who lied about being in the army, everything like that, and people just brushed over it. But Corbyn's like, I shared a stage with an IRA member once to talk about peace. You're a terrorist. Like
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Terrorist sympathiser.
Yeah, like how else do we? So
Like,
I had a conflict with one of my good friends who's American, and it was around the time that British people petitioned for Trump not to come to the UK.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, that's ridiculous because if we're gonna like close our ears to the problems in the world, then we're not gonna fix them. Like we need to invite
literally
him.
the same thing as banning people from Somalia.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Iraq
it's just as
and everything
bad.
like that.
You've screened someone based on
Yeah.
their views and their opinions, which you don't actually know all of, right? I'm not defending Trump. I don't like him as
There
a
are certain people
person,
like Tyler the Creator, the rapper. He's banned from England because he is classed as a hate preacher.
right, but there you go. Like, and Trump could be classified as a hate preacher. He did preach hate through his speeches, but he is the leader of the USA, and we need to be in open conversation with him.
This is one of our closest allies.
Yeah,
Does he
so-
have any chance of surviving this?
Right, yeah. So we
don't-
need to
I
talk
don't
to him. We
really-
need to tell him that he's way out of line on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I got a run-in with her, and she was like, "It's just not going to work. You're not going to change his opinions." And you're like, "Well, maybe not, but maybe something sticks. Maybe
Yeah.
some shit that you throw at him sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows,
Right.
right?
And people,
And not trying
Yeah,
is
not
even
trying.
worse
to
than
try.
yeah.
you know.
and some people were saying, like loads of politicians were like, I think it's ridiculous that we're even talking about banning the president of the United States. One, just for that, he's the
Yeah.
president of the United States, like one of our closest allies. And two, if he comes, we can either change his mind or humiliate the man.
Yeah,
just
true.
absolutely destroy him.
Yeah, in the media, like you can make him
Yeah.
out to be who he actually is, which is someone who hasn't got a clue what they're talking about. The aid for Puerto Rico, the videos that came out this week about that were
awful.
Yeah.
really
We threw a
bad.
budget out of whack. No, he didn't.
Yeah,
They didn't.
yeah. In the press conference, he's like, "Well, I gotta say, you really threw the budget." It's like, well, sure, sorry.
How's that $61 million going for playing golf in Florida? You
Yeah,
cunt.
yeah. So politicians
Basically,
are fun.
Elon Musk is the savior.
Yeah, so he's building a grid for them, or setting up a
He
campaign.
got
Yeah.
the thing
He got a thing.
he got the contract to build a prototype power grid, which will show off to show
I cannot hear
how
a word you're
efficient-
saying right now.
I know I'm getting really.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
There's a microphone. Just remember.
Yeah, I'm just come here and.
So wait, what? He got the contract for?
I think it's very lax. Obviously, it's kind of has to be a bit secretive.
Yeah.
It's like a country's infrastructure,
Yeah,
and it's like Google it, Ollie. Well,
Fact check.
I say spurious things about it.
yeah.
I think it's to do with like a sort of power grid which is better than the ones we're using.
Cool.
And because like the main problem with power grids and electricity is just the heat drop off.
Yeah, so you're wasting
Yeah.
a lot of energy. Cause
Yeah,
it's hot.
like you put in 100 in and you're losing 60
yeah,
just through
yeah.
heat and stuff like that. And because like a lot of America's infrastructure is garbage because it's such a massive country, and because of all the internal politics of each state, and all the
Yeah.
different laws per state, it's very hard to get a solid thing going.
Okay, so he already has this technology on like smaller islands. So it's,
Right.
it's basically a solar grid.
Okay.
But he's offered to do it for Puerto Rico as well.
So no one's actually given him the go ahead. He's
He-
just reached out and said he'll do
basically.
it.
But they're happy to talk about it.
Awesome. Well,
So-
again,
so
it's,
obviously they want help.
yeah,
they kinda
of
need-
course
they need help.
Yeah, of course. Like,
And they're not getting any from Trump. So
yeah,
No, he is. He's shooting some sweet 3-pointers with paper towels.
yeah. That was respectful. That was great. Yeah.
And what was that when he was the weird humble brag about how Katrina killed so many more people than
Yeah,
this one?
he was like, "Oh, we did much better in this one than we did with a real tragedy, Katrina." It was like, "Oh God,
It's like
no!"
20 people died.
And that's not the point
No,
either.
that's
Like,
yeah.
94% of Puerto Rico this week were out of power.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not just lives lost;
So
it's
it's
houses lost.
It's an entire
it's,
country.
you know,
that's affected.
pets and things like that you
Yeah.
would have had to have left behind or lost
just
in the
general
process.
quality of life.
Yeah, has
Has
dropped.
gone.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like that was like when he said that it was like 17 was like the initial tally. It's like they'll be pulling people out of like storm drains and from
Yeah.
under cars and
Yeah.
everything like that, and just like Why is he?
Why is he in
existing?
charge?
Just why? That's
Why
the only
is
thing
he
you
in
can say about Trump is why.
Yeah. Right, so we're not going to end the podcast on such a low note. I feel like this story in the news is going to cheer you up a little bit. Man in Sri Lanka caught with a kilo of gold hidden up his rectum.
A kilo
of gold.
That's some strong anus control.
Yeah, a
I
man has been
salute you,
arrested
sir.
by Sri Lankan customs after being spotted attempting to smuggle with, quote-unquote, difficulty,
No shit.
close to a kilo of gold in his rectum. 45-year-old
It's like
Indian
pure
bound.
gold.
He was called through after screening, noticed him walking with difficulty and appearing to be in pain. 904 grams of gold wrapped in black plastic sheets. Right, so here we go. So it's basically pure gold. 7 yellow biscuits, so like discs of gold, and 6 chains of gold. So like, like
Jesus,
necklaces.
yeah.
22 grand's worth of gold in his arsehole. That's it. Just take a moment of silence for like, wow.
The most expensive shit.
That's yeah.
You'll
That's...
be kicking yourself if you flush on reflex.
You do that scene from Trainspotting where you're going after it, like you are going after it.
Yeah, like what the fuck, Matt? Just post it.
Yeah.
Mate,
He
cash
was-
for
he
gold,
was-
mate. Cash for gold.
He was fined £1,000, which is...
That's like half a biscuit of gold there.
Yeah, he just gave him one of the pieces.
They
He was
would've-
like, "Don't smell it."
They would have seized the gold as well.
Yes, of course, of course they would.
100%.
Yeah, of
Here's
course
your
they did.
pool gold back.
And give us a piece and we'll let you through.
Yeah.
It sounds like some Stardew Valley shit, like the adult version, obviously, where he's like, "If you want to pass, you got to give us some rectum gold."
So there's this thing in Japan. I think it's like a museum. Where they've got a bar of gold in a glass case, with a really small hole. But if you can get the bar of gold out,
You can
get
have it.
you get a prize.
Okay, is
The prize is not the bar of gold.
What's the prize?
The prize, I can't remember what it is. It's
I've
like
seen it.
it's like a fucking like little. What is
It's
it?
not even gold. It's like a thing for like 14,000 yen.
Oh, so
So it's like a certificate or like a fucking gift card.
Yeah,
or
it's
some
it's like a check. Google how
Yeah.
much 14,000 yen is in pounds.
It's not much. It's like 150
It's
quid,
something
like that.
pathetic.
Yeah, if that, it might even be less than 150 quid.
Yeah. And the thing you got to do because it's like so heavy, you've got to
So
pick it up
it's
with
95 quid.
95. There you go. Yeah, not
You've got to like
not
pick
even
it up
100.
through the hole with one hand because you can get both hands in, but then you can't
get them out.
pull it out
with
because the
the-
hole's
yeah.
just big enough to fit like fingers and the gold bar.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So you've got to have like amazing grip on your hand
Yeah.
and pull it out. And you're like,
Because people are like grabbing the forearm and then like
Is it that dense?
Yeah.
The bar of gold.
yeah, it's heavy.
yeah,
Wow.
gold's
I know.
dense
Yeah, I know gold
AF.
is dense, but like I didn't know how big the bar of gold
Oh,
was.
it's mad. It's about this big.
Jesus.
You know, like
Christ.
you're like
And
movie-sized bars of gold.
That's
And
awesome.
the bar, I think the bar was worth like 2 milli or something.
Oh.
Something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen like a cartoon-style big bar of gold?
No.
Because I can't say I ever
I've
have.
seen,
The
like,
only
little
gold
ones.
like actual gold I've seen is just like watches and
Necklaces and shit like that.
I've seen
yeah.
like little ones in like museums and stuff like that. Just like the little.
Yeah, so apparently, back in like 2000, this is completely speaking out my arse, so I'm probably way off by this, but like a couple decades ago,
I can fact check it. It's fine.
you can fact check it in a little bit, but the amount of gold that we have, like on the planet that we'd mined out of the earth like 17 years ago or whatever, it was so little that it wouldn't fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool. That's how little gold we actually have on like out excavated, mined it. That's how much we had. It was a very, very small amount of gold.
Damn.
Because obviously we only gild things, which is just covering shit
Yeah.
in gold,
Yeah.
which is so fine
Yeah.
that if you actually took like a gold chain, it's like, oh, actually there's not very much gold on it
Gold
at
on it.
all. You know, which is why that bar of gold was worth like £2 million.
Yeah.
What would you guys do with £2 million if you had it? Because obviously it's not like
Loot
never have to
boxes.
work again, but loot boxes,
Yeah, that fucking skin.
Destiny DLC.
Yeah. Oh, it's all gone. Yeah. We'd have this discussion because like the value we place on like gold and diamonds is completely it's in our heads.
Yeah, well,
Completely,
yeah.
like,
Currency
everything.
is is fake.
Yeah, because
I was like-
it's always like that's worth a lot. Not anymore. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leave.
like gold has slightly more value than diamonds because gold is a very good conductor and it's used in a lot of electrical
Yeah,
equipment.
yeah.
And like diamonds, the only real practical use you get is like
Well, you get
diamond
like
drill bits.
I was going to
and
say
files
drill
and
bits
stuff
because
like that.
it's super
But-
strong.
rarely people use them.
Yeah,
Because they're expensive.
very
AF.
expensive.
Yeah, and like I think it's Mercury or something like that. It literally rains diamonds.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Is
if
it
you
Mercury?
could,
one of the
it's
one
one of the
one of
planets in our
the
solar
planets,
system
yeah.
rains diamonds.
You might fact check it.
And like if it's just like if we could get an unmanned probe out there and collect diamonds, they would be worthless.
Yes, yeah, it's supply and demand.
Yeah, and I saw this there's this really weird book.
Saturn.
Saturn and Jupiter.
There you go.
And this really weird book, which is I can't remember what it's called.
What?
This is to do with the story, I think.
Wait, hang on. What? I just lost everything that you just said. What?
There's this really cool book,
Yeah.
but I can't remember its name, and it's
okay.
a fictitious book, and it takes place on this mountain
Right.
with this really rich family. What you find out is that diamonds are not a finite resource
Right.
or anything like that. They're not hard to find. Nothing is that this entire mountain
Mm-hmm.
is a diamond,
Yeah.
and this family that found it is controlling the world's diamonds.
Right. So they're
Wow.
just withholding
Yeah.
diamonds
Okay.
and
And
keeping
they'll
them.
release them because obviously there's diamonds elsewhere, but this is where
Yeah.
the majority of the
Yeah.
diamonds come from. And like this man stumbled across it and is essentially enslaved in this house, and
Oh.
like they've got like a deal with the government, the country they're in, and like the government shoots down planes that go over and cover it up,
Oh shit.
everything like that, and
Ooh.
it's just very cool because it's like this. It again follows into this whole thing. Is like, is there a cure for AIDS? Is there a cure for cancer?
Yeah.
But
But
they're
there's
just
because there's more
population
money
control. and
Yeah.
all that.
And we just yeah.
in.
Oh, very ambiguous end to the podcast.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Spoopy.
Spoopy.
If we are speaking the truth, there will not be another one.
Yeah, you'll know if
SWAT
it's true
team smashes through.
through the bunker.
Are we gonna do a Halloween special?
Yeah, we'll do something special.
We'll
I
do
mean,
something
that's not coming up
Put on
just
some
yet, though.
voices.
Yeah.
and,
We got
Wear
how
costumes.
many podcasts have we got? We're podcast costumes for the
Yeah.
audio podcast. Hold up, let me get my calendar up. How
like,
long?
I think like 3 weeks.
1, 2. Yeah, we'll do. We've got 3 weeks until our Halloween podcast, but we'll do something for.
If you didn't catch that, Jack just pinched Hal's nipple.
I did do that. We will do something special for the.
Hal is retaliating.
Stop it! Stop! You cunt!
Jack does not like the retaliation.
Stop! It's an audio podcast, you piece of shit!
Hal
Stop!
has not yet grasped the concept.
No, he hasn't.
See you next week.
Right, yeah, thank you for listening, guys. We'll be back
Bye.
on Saturday. Bye!
Sunday.
It's Sunday. Podcast.
Podcast. Ah.
We still recording?